What is up, boys? We are back with another YouTube video. This one specifically is going to be more on mindset. So this will go in my mindset playlist on my YouTube channel. And in this video, we're going to talk about the mindset that you need in order to transform your physique. A lot of people feel as if they're stuck where they are, right? Whether they're overweight, obese, whether they're super skinny, whether they don't have muscles. Maybe you're a girl and you got no ass, or you're a guy and you have no chest and you want to grow your chest. Before you even attempt to try to go on that journey, you must first acquire the mindset of achieving it. So a little bit about me. When I first started, I was super skinny, right? When I was around this age, I always got told I was skinny. I was referred to as like the skinny Mike, skinny Michael, things like that. People used to say I used to have like a cave chest or bird chest or whatever the fuck they used to call it. I never really took it as bullying. I'd never really been bullied because I've always been the type to really like, I could dish it back. I could take it, I could also dish it back. So I never really got bullied per se, but let's just say that it was very apparent that I was a skinny motherfucker. And I'm not gonna lie, I really just got tired of hearing it. I also got tired of seeing this skinny guy in the mirror. And I talked about this on my previous video, but I wasn't only just tired of it. I wasn't just exhausted of my appearance. I hated my appearance. Keyword hate. And hate is a strong word. It's a strong emotion, I know. But guess what? Hate turned this guy into this guy. You can use hate to your advantage or to your disadvantage, okay? I channeled this hate into something positive, into making sure that I build myself both physically and mentally, right? Because this won't just be a physical journey, this will be a mental journey as well. And as you continue to see your body change, you'll start to develop more discipline within your habits. You'll start to have more structure in your day-to-day routine. And the most important one is you'll have the confidence to go out in the world because you know where you came from and what you're working towards. And if you made it far, you're going to have the confidence to know, hey, like I started at square one, but now we're on level 52. Okay, we made some progress. We're moving the needle in the right direction. So now I feel confident that I can actually accomplish what I want to accomplish. So the very first mindset principle that you have to learn is self-belief. Okay. Now, a lot of people don't like to talk about this one, but this also ties into insecurity. Okay. And us as men, we don't like to use the word insecure. Okay. It's more of like a womanly term. Women like to talk about insecurity, but men get insecure about a lot of things. We just don't verbalize it, right? A short guy who buys a big ass black truck. It's funny, I used that as my first one because this guy had hit my car the other day and he was short with a big black truck. Anyway, or if you got a small downstairs, then guys can be insecure about that, but they'll never say it. Or if guys are like really broke and someone calls them broke, right? They'll never express that they're broke, but inside they're fuming because they know they're broke. And we as men, we know we need to have some money. So it's really just the contrast between being insecure about the position you're in now, but also believing yourself that you can change this position and end up going to where you want to go, right? So for this example, I was super fucking scrawny and skinny, right? 6 feet tall, 140 pounds. Okay, now if you know anything about height, 6 feet tall, 140 pounds is skinny as fuck. Okay, I knew that one day I would completely change my physique, and I only knew it because I was putting in the work each and every single day to get there. Okay, it wasn't a dream, it wasn't some idea, right? I knew it would happen, right? I didn't have a 99% chance of knowing. I didn't have a 90% chance of knowing. I 100% knew because this was my top priority in life. Okay? And I try to tell this to people all the time. If you are overweight or if you are skinny, wherever you are, and you want to change your physique, unfortunately or fortunately, whatever way you have to look at it, getting in shape and or getting to the physique that you want to get to it's gonna have to be top priority. Okay. Now, unfortunately, this is reality, and some people have family, right? They got like a wife and kids. They have work obligations that they got to go to. Maybe they got to travel, right? Then maybe you got school, you got to take exams. So then you also have other priorities, but then again, you also have to keep fitness around this area. You can't let it drop, okay? People who have fitness down here, these are the people who have the gym membership and they show up maybe once a month, or they show up to the gym for a month straight, good, but then the second month they fall off. These are the people who have the fitness priority down here, right? But you have to have it in your top 3 minimum. If you don't, then good luck trying to get to where you want to go. So you have to shift your mindset in, I want to be muscular, I want to be skinnier, I want to be in shape, I want to do this, I want to do that. It is, I am going to be muscular. I will be in shape. I will lose the 50 pounds. I will go from being skinny to looking like a regular person and not a 13-year-old boy. You have to know it in your mind. It can't be a dream. It cannot be something you wish for. It has to be something that you know will happen, but only because you are putting in the work to do so. And that is going to move us to our second principle, which is consistency. And I forgot I got a whiteboard. I'm going to write this shit down for you guys to remember. I had to buy a whiteboard for you motherfuckers because a lot of motherfuckers don't listen. And it's good when it's written down like this so you guys can visualize it, right? Self-belief, consistency. The problem with people nowadays is that they don't know what delayed gratification is. They want everything right now. They want to lose the 50 pounds by the end of the month. They want to go from being skinny to muscular by the end of the year, right? They want to get six-pack abs before summer because they're going out to Miami on a vacation. So they want a time frame of about 3 to 4 months to where they have a big ass belly and they want to get a six-pack so that they can go walk out on the beach and get some bitches. Listen to me. If you have this mindset, you will fail every single time. Every time, okay? This journey is not a temporary journey. This is a lifestyle change forever. But they don't like to hear that because when people hear about that, they're like, damn, I'm going to have to go to the gym for the rest of my life? I'm going to have to eat healthy for the rest of my life? They can't fathom it. That's why they're stuck. Okay? But if you want to take it seriously, you have to consistently do the right things in order to reach your goal, whatever that may be. This is a marathon, not a sprint. I have been doing this for 13 years. I'm 27 years old. I first started working out at 14. Okay? I was a kid when I decided, you know what? I don't want to be skinny the rest of my life. I don't want to walk into a room and not feel confident because I'm so skinny. And even though I'm older, I still look like a child, right? I don't want to get into a relationship with a girl and the girl is bigger than I am. No offense to the big girls out there. That's just not my cup of tea. But the point is, you have to be consistent. And I know a lot of people, they talk about consistency, but I'm going to break it down very simply for you, okay? You have to develop a routine. And I tell my clients this all the time. And for the people that don't know, I'm an online and in-person coach. So if you want some coaching, fill out that link in my description. But if you don't have a routine, then consistency is going to be extremely, extremely hard. For example, let's say you want to lose 50 pounds and you have a gym membership, but you don't have a routine of meals that you eat. You don't have a routine planned throughout the week of when you're going to the gym. In your mind, it's like, yeah, I'm going to eat healthier. I'm going to choose healthier options, and then I'm just going to go to the gym whenever I have a free slot available. Wrong. You've already failed. You need to have a detailed plan of what you're going to eat, what you're going to do, when you're going to train, how you're going to train, what exercises are you going to do, what rep ranges, what sets, how are you going to perform the exercise. In terms of the food, what foods am I going to choose? How much food am I going to choose? How much protein do I need? How many carbs? How many fats? What is my calories like? People don't want to do the work. And that's okay. Just get a fucking coach. Or you can spend the 13 years of trial and error like I did to develop the knowledge to get to where you want to go, right? So it's either the 13 years, and I'm not trying to plug my coaching. You can go hire any other coach. But if you struggle with this principle of consistency and building a routine, have someone build it for you. That's my advice. I just touched on it a little bit, but the third step is going to be your mindset around food. Nutrition. This is a non-negotiable. A lot of people have heard the saying, well, you are what you eat. You are what you eat. We don't say that shit anymore because we're door dashing McDonald's to our door every night. Eating healthy doesn't have to be so fucking... What's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't have to be so monotonous and terrible. You can make your food taste good. Hey, listen, I eat chicken and rice every day. But let me tell you something. I season the fuck out of my chicken. I make sure my rice is cooked fresh every day. I make sure that I get the best condiments to put on my rice and chicken. I make sure that there's some veggies on the side to make sure that it complements the chicken and rice nicely. So I don't have to sit there at the table and hate what I'm eating. For breakfast, I have oatmeal and I have an omelet. If I wasn't doing this fitness shit, an oatmeal and an omelet would still be a great fucking thing to eat for breakfast. And I'm gonna have to hit this from both sides. There might be people watching this video that are trying to go from skinny to big or big to skinny. One side, you're gonna have to eat more food. The other side, you're not only gonna have to eat less food, but you're gonna have to choose the food wisely. And I'm not gonna complicate this principle because it's very, very simple, right? Learn how much protein you need for the day. If you're a 150-pound guy, you need 150 grams of protein. Boom, simple. 150 grams of protein a day. Calculate that. You got ChatGPT now. Hey, take a picture of your food. Hey, ChatGPT, how much protein does this have? Oh, 20? Damn, this isn't enough. I'm going to need a lot more than this throughout the day. Okay? Drink your protein shakes. Make sure that you have protein-dense foods. This is going to help you build muscle. And the muscle is going to work on both sides. If you're a bigger guy, the more muscle you have, the faster your metabolism will run. And that will make sure that the weight that you're trying to lose gets lost at a faster rate. Faster rate. And if you're a skinny guy, obviously you want muscle. So you can go from being small to actually looking like a muscular guy. And you're going to need protein for both of these scenarios. Again, hate to say it, but for this principle, probably want to get a coach. If not, good luck scrolling through YouTube or watching Sam Sulek or whatever the fuck you guys want. The last principle is the principle of comparison. Depending on the demographic of what you are, if you're part of the generation that doom scrolls TikTok, doom scrolls Instagram, you are very aware of what these people look like online, right? They're jacked, they're ripped, they got abs. Maybe you're a girl watching this and you see girls with fat asses all over the internet. Maybe you're a guy watching this and you're a bigger, hefty guy and you see skinny guys, right? Or not skinny guys, but guys who are in shape. The point is, the only person you should be comparing yourself to is yourself. And I know it sounds cringy. It doesn't really sound like any type of advice you could really take. But think about this. The journey that you go on is unique. If you're constantly comparing yourself to others, then the task is going to seem too large. You should be celebrating the small wins that you have in your progression, right? If you lost 5 pounds last month, then you're on the right track. If you're in the gym and you got a new PR, maybe you bench press an extra 25 pounds from last month, brother, you won. Don't get caught up in what other people are doing. I remember going to the gym when I was younger, when I was super skinny, and I used to see people benching 4 plates on the bar. And as a kid, and when I was super skinny and, not so muscular, I used to think, how is that even possible? In fact, I couldn't even fathom having that much weight on the bar, right? But now when I'm on the other side of the rainbow, I can. I can't bench 4 plates. Well, I don't know. Maybe I could. I don't do that exercise. But the point is, the people that you see in the gym, right, or on the internet or in the movies, these people have already taken years of progression in order to achieve that. You haven't taken a single month. You have to earn your stripes before you even have the ability to even think you could be close to them. You have to put in the work, or you can compare yourself to your future self, right? I can look back at this guy and say, you know what? I honestly kind of remember what it's like, but I don't really want to remember because everything was negative. Now I'm in a spot in my physique where I'm actually confident in the way I look. I can wear shit like this. When I was skinny, I hated taking my shirt off. I hated going to the pool because I look like a damn Holocaust concentration survivor. So make sure you're focusing on your own journey and not on somebody else's. Transforming your physique starts in your head. It's nothing physical. Yes, you're going to have to eat right. Yes, you're going to have to go to the gym. But if you don't have the mindset to kickstart all of these things, you'll never start it to begin with. And even if you do, how do you know you'll be consistent? How do you know you're going to do the right things? And just know, right? And this is something you're going to have to accept. Wherever you're trying to get to, it's not going to happen overnight. It might take months, might take years, might take 10 fucking years, might take 20 fucking years. The point is, try to enjoy the process, okay? Me, I love going to the gym. I love eating healthy. So therefore, I don't have to sit there and dread the fact that I'm on this journey. I love this journey. It's a lifestyle change that I made a long time ago. But once you have your mindset in the right spot, your body will follow. If you found this helpful, let me know in the comments. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all that stuff. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.